water signs, welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, if you are new, welcome. I am the Blunt Reader. Be sure to subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that when I post a new video you are notified. Also like this video. It is all greatly appreciated. Anything you need to know will be down in the description box. So this is going to be Money Bag Monday, where we talk about career, business, finances, anything that has to do with your money. That's what we will discuss in this video. So I've been pulling oracle cards just to get an idea of, you know, your energy, the theme, what's going on for this week, next week, this month, whatever. Please keep in mind that this is general, so it cannot and will not resonate with every single water sign who is watching this video. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, then the message is simply not for you this time around. Now that we got all of that out of the way, we have spring. So something significant could be happening or coming up for you during the spring months. We have new love coming. This could actually be new love, but this could also be an offer for a job, a position, something that you love, something that fulfills you, something that you are passionate about, but it may require you to move or travel, you know, a long distance. We also have wait. So if you've been thinking about something, now may not be the time. So maybe you've been thinking about something. I feel like some of you, may work at like a contract job or like for a temp agency and you're looking for something more permanent. Some of you could also be working part-time and you're looking for something full-time. I just feel like there's a desire to have something that's more like secure. And maybe it's coming, but maybe it's not coming till spring for some of you. At any rate, the message of wait is here. So if you've been thinking about doing something, now may not be the time for that. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to wait until spring for this to happen, but now is just not the time. Let's see what else Spirit has to say for you. I have shuffled a few times, but I am going to shuffle on camera. Spirit, what do you have to say for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as it pertains to their money, finances, career, anything that has to do with that? Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Empress as the overall energy here. This is, for me, Aries and Taurus energy. So you can have this somewhere in your chart, or you could be connected to somebody with this. Anytime I see the Empress, I think of something that is aesthetically pleasing. So you may do something that, one, requires that you pay a lot of attention to detail. I feel like design. Whether you're a graphic artist, you're a designer, interior designer, something to that extent. You make things look good, essentially. Oh, that makes sense. You could also make your company look good as a whole, because you offer a lot, a different perspective. You could also be giving birth to something new. You could be pregnant, but you could be giving birth to new ideas. I also feel like giving a different perspective to something. For some of you, I feel like you work in a business or a field or with a company that may have been around a long time and they are used to doing things, you know, the way that they've always done it for the last 180 years, and you offer a different approach. A new way of doing something, a more modern approach is what it feels like. Like, we not in 1922 no more. Come on. I'm sorry, y'all, for the glare, but, you know, just Spirit is shining on this reading. That's what we're going to say, okay? Cool. Moving on. The Ace of Wands, new opportunity. This is also new ideas. Definitely, I feel like some of you are giving birth to something new. You have a lot of creative ideas. You have a lot of plans. I feel like it may be moving into 2020. There's a lot you want to accomplish. A lot of things that you're kind of getting in order. I also feel like some of you are definitely pregnant. Ace of Wands is also symbolic of, you know, the dangling. So some of you are definitely pregnant. And maybe you're, you know, maybe this pregnancy has kind of motivated you, in a sense, to maybe do something on your own. Maybe because you haven't been able to work, and so it's giving you more time to kind of work on your craft or, you know, use your creative expression. I feel like for some of you, you do something or you did something and maybe you posted about it on social media. Like maybe you designed something and it was originally just for you or, you know, somebody close to you. And from that, other people are like, oh, I want you to do that for me too. Like, can you do that for me? Something to that extent. Because what's coming to mind is like a nursery, and you designed the nursery by yourself, 100%, everything in it, and you took a picture and was like, look, this is what I did for the little one, or this is what I did for a friend of mine or somebody in my family who was having a baby, or like a baby shower, planning a baby shower, getting all of the decor, and you take a picture and everybody's like, you did a really good job, like how much you charge, and maybe you weren't thinking about it from that perspective. You were just, you know, posting about it because you were proud of it, and now it's like business. So I feel like for some of you, almost like an accidental business, like you weren't planning on doing that, but now everybody's asking you about it, and you're like, well, shit, if y'all want to pay me for it, sure, get your money then. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away from something that you've been emotionally invested in. For some of you, you could be leaving a relationship. Especially if you're pregnant, you could be ending a relationship or walking away from your child's father. Ace of Pentacles. You could also be leaving a job that you've been at for some time, but something is still being offered to you. You got two aces here. So stability, something that will provide longevity, long-term. Like I said, some of you may be looking for something more secure, not like a part-time job. You want a full-time job. You don't want to work with a temp agency. You want to get put on, you know, with the actual company. That type of thing. I feel like it's definitely coming. The Ace of Wands, passion, creativity, new ideas. The Fool. Taking a leap of faith, a new opportunity. I feel like there's a whole lot of newness here. It maybe it's not coming yet because we did have the card that said to wait, so it may not be coming yet, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of newness here. For some of you, you are being asked to have faith and walk away from something that you've been doing in order to pursue something else, and that something else could be your own, you know, business. We have Judgment. The need to make a decision, a choice that has to be made. I'm hearing Latoya Luckett, torn in between the two. Is that Latoya Luckett? Whatever. Torn between two things is what I'm feeling like. Three of Wands, growth and expansion. This is also waiting for something to come in. I feel like for some of you, if you're waiting for something, that wait card is also a card of being patient. Like, yeah, I know you might have been waiting for a little minute and it seems like it's never going to come, but it is, so be patient. We have the Nine of Cups, so wish fulfillment, something coming in that is going to fulfill you, is going to make you happy. But I feel like in order to really get to this happiness, in order to get to this fulfillment, is going to require you to leave something else behind, because the Eight of Cups is leaving something in pursuit of happiness, because the Nine of Cups follows the Eight of Cups. So you're leaving something behind that you've given, you know, your emotions to, your time, your energy, your effort, whatever. But you're leaving it in pursuit of fulfilling yourself. Two of Wands. Yeah, leaving something behind still, because the Two of Wands is choosing a different path, choosing a different direction. For some of you, you are changing careers altogether. You're going to a completely different field, possibly. I also feel like travel. We did have long distance, so that makes sense. For some of you, I feel like you're leaving a job, and maybe because backpacking is coming up to me, like somebody who just travels around the world and you go backpacking. Maybe for the experience, maybe you want to be a travel blogger. I don't know. Maybe you're going to a different country because you have a job there, an opportunity. But it's like in a completely different country or somewhere you've never been. You don't know anybody there. And so you're a little bit hesitant, but maybe that's where Spirit is leading you and guiding you so that you can go and do some work. Some of you may be doing some type of mission work, some volunteer work, something like that as well. I was looking at the bird on the card and the bird flew outside. That's what that little glitch of light was. So when I think of birds, I think of messengers and people who fly all over. Well, not people, because birds are not people. Y'all know what I'm saying. It's still early. But travel, see the world. This is also a bird's eye view, though, looking at the bigger picture. What is your bigger picture? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is going to make you happy? What is going to fulfill you? We have the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I just did their reading, so maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, an air sign. The bird that's in the Three of Wands is also in the King of Swords. So you could be sending a message to this person, communicating with this person, somebody that you're at a distance with. Because the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, and this King of Swords, this feels like a relationship. And Lord Jesus, if you are with the air sign, please go watch that video, because it was a mess. Anyway, you could be in a long distance relationship with somebody, though. Definitely. Two of Cups. Two of Cups, and then the Six of Pentacles. Maybe it's a one-sided relationship, or you feel like it is. Spirit, please clarify the King of Swords for my water signs. The Knight of Cups, and we have the Six of Cups. So this person could be wanting to reconcile, wanting to offer you something, possibly. Maybe offering for you to come to them, or for them to come to you. But the Six of Cups talks about reconciliation. Also talks about things of the past. You know, just thinking about the past in a nostalgic way. This could also be, if you have kids, your child's father. Maybe he's trying to, you know, come back into your life. We do have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is marriage. This is also the home, the foundation. Please clarify the Two of Cups for my water signs. Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? You could be moving in with somebody after being long distance for a period of time. We'll see. Three of Cups, Ten of Swords. Yeah, somebody definitely could have did something. Could have involved a third party situation. Because there's three people in both of these cards. Maybe somebody is trying to lay that to rest, though. Like, let's work together and lay something to rest. Definitely, if you're dealing with an air sign, go watch their video. The Three of Cups, celebration. This person could have come back, you know, and at least tried to initiate conversation with you on Thanksgiving. Maybe you haven't been talking to this person, and they tried to communicate with you on Thanksgiving. Maybe they said Happy Thanksgiving. I don't know, something to that extent. But holidays is coming up for me. And maybe they hit you with that, you remember when? And I feel like some of you are like, nah, I don't remember nothing. But what I do remember is when you did X, Y, and Z. You want to talk about that? The Six of Pentacles. We do have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so definitely focusing on work. Please clarify the Six of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. This Three of Pentacles is about working together in collaboration. I don't really know if y'all really working together, though, or if there's much collaboration with the Six of Pentacles, because this is about something not really being in balance. You could be putting in a lot of work, you know, on your job, but maybe you feel like you're not being compensated. Like, I'm putting in all this work. Eight of Pentacles, that was at the bottom of the deck. I'm putting in all of this work, but the Five of Pentacles says that there's still a lack there. But, you know, there's nothing to show for it. I work all these hours, and then by the time I get my check, like, there's nothing left. Something has to give. The Knight of Swords, you may be tempted to, you know, just jump the gun and do something. This is impulsive, not really thinking about it. Just kind of doing it. Remember that we had the card of weight. This is actually the number 15. 15 breaks down to 6. 6 of Pentacles. I feel like with this Knight of Swords, instead of being reactive, instead of being impulsive, I feel like the message here is kind of pull up. So don't just quit the job altogether. Just don't do as much. Don't give as much, whether it's to a job or a relationship, whatever. Just kind of pull back a little bit. If you feel like they are overworking you and not paying you enough, if they don't want to pay you any additional money, if they don't want to give you overtime, whatever the case may be, then, you know, don't take on so many extra hours. Because I feel like it's just that it's not balanced. I feel like what I'm seeing is somebody looking at their check and they look absolutely confused. Like, how? How is it that I worked every day last week, worked 10, 12 hours, whatever, and this is all the money that I brought home after taxes and everything else? I'm hearing garnishing wages, so maybe somebody is getting money taken out of their check because of child support. And it's like, I'm working and I'm doing everything I know how to do, but this Five of Pentacles, like, I still am barely making ends meet. Feel like there has to be, something's got to give, is what I'm feeling. But there's a reason that you have to wait. I don't know what that reason is as of yet, but we'll see what Spirit has to say about that. Hopefully this will, you know, the lighting will be a little bit better now that I've unclosed the verticals. Anyway, Spirit, why is the message of wait here for my water signs? What are they waiting for? Well, yeah, Spirit, I know that. I heard the green light. Well, yeah, duh. But why? I'll tell you. 8 of Wands, communication. So maybe you're waiting on communication. Well, that could also be communication from Spirit saying to go ahead. But maybe some type of communication that lets you know it's okay to move on this. It's okay to go ahead and do this now. Page of Cups. Maybe it's an offer that's coming in. We have the Five of Swords, though. Some sort of conflict. We'll see what that is. Oh, we also have the Knight of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, Four of Swords, the Tower, and the Six of Wands here. So the Knight of Pentacles is also an offer. So there's definitely an offer coming in, it feels like. But it may take some time to get here. Maybe that's why Spirit is saying wait. Don't act on the first thing that comes to you. Don't react and, you know, quit a job and you don't have anything lined up because it's not time yet. Just be patient. This Four of Swords, this is my fallback card. Like I said, maybe don't quit. You know, don't just react and be like, fuck this shit one day and just quit. Just kind of pull back. Take a rest. Take a break. Maybe, you know, take a couple of days off. A mental health day every now and again. Whatever you got to do to kind of get through these next few months or however long it takes. We have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is... I feel like this Page of Swords is you gathering information, maybe learning something. I feel like for some of you, you could be interested in real estate because, like, taking the test or whatever you have to do in order to, you know, sell real estate and get into that business. Maybe that's something you want to do on your own and you have, you know, a business idea, business plan, but maybe you have to study. Even if it's not real estate for you, whatever it is, could be something on the side that maybe you're training. I don't even know what that is, Spirit. Forex? What is that? I don't know. Maybe you do that. Forex? Forex? Whatever. Maybe that's something that you do and maybe you got to take some type of test. But I feel like this Page of Swords is you studying and kind of training. And the way these cards are positioned, you have both of these people facing each other, you know, with their swords. So maybe it's conflict between you and somebody at work. Could also be conflict with you and like your child. Maybe your child is acting out or something. Because the page represents a child or someone who's younger. The novice. Which I feel like is you. And there could be somebody who maybe is older than you at your job or who has maybe a little bit more rank. They've been there a little bit longer. Not necessarily that they know more than you. Because, you look, whatever. But maybe they're creating some sort of conflict, and that's the person you're ready to spaz out on. But we have the Tower here, so something is going to come to an end. We also have the Six of Wands, victory and success, recognition, the attention being on you. I feel like there's definitely going to be some sort of test. And maybe it's a test of your patience and of your faith. Can you hold out until you get this green light to go? Let's see what this Five of Swords is about. The Hermit. This could also be internal conflict. But the Hermit is about isolation, so maybe you need to kind of isolate and separate yourself from whatever this conflict is that's going on at work. Because the Five of Swords, there are 3 people here, but there are 2 people in the background that ain't fucking with this main person. Like, nah, we good. So I feel like you may need to isolate yourself maybe from some drama. Maybe it's drama at work. Why is the Hermit here? For my water signs, why is the Hermit here? 2 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Moon. So the Moon is something that is hidden. So maybe there's something that you don't necessarily see. You don't have all of the facts. The Page of Swords could also be gathering facts. But maybe that's also why Spirit is saying stay the fuck away from that, because you don't know everything. You're not seeing everything. Steer clear of it. Don't get caught up in whatever that mess is. If you want the success, if you want this Chariot to move forward. Keep your head down. Focus on your own paper during the test. Period. 2 of Pentacles. This is indecisiveness. If you do not have peace about a situation, do not make a decision. And I don't feel like there's peace here. So wait it out. The success is definitely coming though. But I feel like there's going to be a test before you get there, which is usually the case. You can't graduate until you meet all of the requirements, until you pass all of the tests. So there's a test, and I feel like it has something to do with this conflict. Stay away from that. Any messiness going on at work, anybody who ain't doing it, do everything by the goddamn book. Because I feel like maybe there's somebody watching, and maybe you don't realize it because maybe they're, I don't know, maybe they position them as just your coworker. They tell you they got somebody new coming in, but the whole time it's really somebody that's in upper management that's spying to see how you handle yourself and how you do things. Are you doing things by the book? Do everything by the book. Even if it don't make sense. Because I feel like there's a test here. For some of you, not all of you. Evaluation is also coming up, so maybe it's time for, you know, a yearly review or something, quarter review, I don't know, and you're being tested in that way. But I feel like you'll do fine. If it's like a written exam or something like that, you'll do fine, you'll pass. Spirit, please clarify this 2 of Pentacles for my water signs. Why is this 2 of Pentacles here? The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Told you, it's some type of test, some type of lesson here that you have to learn. And I feel like for some of you, it's just a lesson and a test of your patience and of your faith. What you are manifesting, what you are asking for, do you trust the universe enough to stay put until you get the green light? Do you believe that the universe is going to deliver what it is that you are asking for, requesting, praying for? Because I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor, but it is going to require you to be patient. Spirit, give me clarity on this Moon card. Why is the Moon here for my water signs? The Sun. So we got the Sun and the Moon. Only thing we're missing is the star. Got the whole galaxy here. The Sun is happiness and fulfillment. So why is that hidden? Why is the Sun here with the Moon? And then I said the only thing we're missing is the star. And the star came out with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is also a messenger. I feel like your ticket to happiness is coming. You can't see it right now though. Maybe that's why it's here with the Moon. Because the Moon is something that is hidden. Maybe for some of you, you don't really know what would make you happy and what would fulfill you. The star is also about direction, so maybe you're lacking direction in life. You feel like you don't really know what you're doing, which way you're going. This Page of Wands is, again, the pages represent children, and he's walking away from his mother, but he looks a little bit sad, but maybe he's not really sad. He's just like, she's sending me out here and I don't know where the hell I'm going. I feel lost. So maybe that's what it is. You feel like you don't have any sense of direction. I also feel like for some of you, you don't know who you can trust. The star is somebody who has a lot of attention. The Six of Wands was also here, which is the same energy, somebody who gets a lot of attention. And maybe you have people around you and you don't really know who to trust. Maybe you get to a point of having a lot of attention and it's like you still feel lonely. You still feel unfulfilled, maybe because what you're doing isn't what you're supposed to be doing. We have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. That makes sense. Ace of Cups, fulfillment. Seven of Swords, deception, manipulation. This could also be you deceiving yourself. And then the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So this person, this Queen of Pentacles person, could be an earth sign that you are dealing with, relationship-wise, business-wise, whatever. But maybe you don't necessarily trust them, or they don't trust you, because there's some level of deception here. This Queen of Pentacles is really focused on this Pentacles, and maybe this is your energy too, just being really focused on the money, on the coin. But I don't know if you can tell, but in the Pentacle, you can see her reflection. So maybe this is you needing to look at yourself. Maybe you've been deceiving yourself. I feel like for some of you, you really just don't know what would make you happy. With this Ace of Cups here. What would really fill your cup and fulfill you. And this Queen of Pentacles is like you really need to take a look at yourself and figure this out. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. Four of Wands, Six of Swords. Some of you are moving away from a home situation or a marriage. Maybe because there was some type of deception in this relationship and you're moving away from it. So you could have been dealing with somebody who was just deceptive or vice versa. But moving away from something. Some sort of foundation that you've built because of some type of deception. Again, if you are, involved with a air sign, definitely go check out that reading because they had a lot of relationship stuff in theirs as well. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Lovers. Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. But this is a connection. This also for me is like a purpose card. Your purpose and what you are supposed to be doing while you are here. But for some of you, you don't really know what that is. Maybe that's the question you're asking, like, what the hell is my purpose? Well, if you don't know what your purpose is, nobody else is going to be able to tell you that. If you don't know what you're passionate about, if you don't know what excites you, what gets you going, then nobody else is going to be able to tell you that. So that's what you have to figure out. You got to sit down with yourself and figure that out. So you know what direction you're going in. As spirit, your guides, God, whoever you believe in spiritually. We have the Page of Pentacles right after that. Planting a seed. It is the beginning of something, the start of something. Maybe you're starting something new on your own, or maybe it's just you starting in a new field, a new position, and you're kind of having to learn things all over again. Whatever it is. It's a start, something that you can continue to give to. So, water signs, there you have it. I do hope that this was helpful for you, that it provides you with some guidance, some clarity, some insight into your situation. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Also like this video, leave a comment down below, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram at thebluntreader, and I will talk to y'all next time.